Hi friends, so we're going to do another quick tutorial about pushbacks, which I teach a lot in my classes. So just a little something so that you can play with it at home and a couple of variations. And if you check out the full class on the YouTube, it'll show up in class and how it's sort of integrated. So coming to hands and knees, we're just going to play with a little cat-cow. So finding a little flexion and extension. Ooh, and I can feel how I'm kind of tighter in the right side, on my right side. A little tighter over there. And finding a little reach. So there I've got like a really big arch in my low back. Here is neutral-ish, give or take. And then here, I'm in some flexion in the lower half. I'm going to internally rotate my legs. So my feet are going to come out to the side. And what happens is that the bones will literally pull your butt cheeks apart for you without having to do too much. So taking a big breath in, big breath out, a little bit of that internal rotation, keeping what is neutral-ish. We're going to start to sit the butt back in space. And right about there, ooh, I'm tight. Right about there is where, that's an exaggeration, but that's where I start to curl my butt under. I can tell I haven't been doing my homework. All right, so we're going to sit back, and I'm going to try to really pull my butt cheeks apart. And you can maybe see the difference between pulling the butt cheeks apart and sticking my butt out. So here I'm pulling the butt cheeks apart, and that is widening my sitting bones, and I'm kind of pulling the mat apart with my knees. And I'm going to sit back, ooh, and see how far I can get without that tuck. And I'm going to take a big breath here. And then exhale, coming forward. Inhale as I sit back. Exhale forward. Inhale as I sit back. Exhale forward. And there was still some movement in there, so I know I have something to work on. But I'm going to try to keep increasing my range, getting further back without letting it tuck. So that's my homework. So to make a addition onto this exercise, sometimes the reason why we can't get back is because the inner thigh is really tight, or that it's really pulled forward around the crotch. And if you're a chronic butt tucker like I am, that is most certainly going to be happening. So I'm going to bring the view slightly different. We'll pick that up. And take the leg out to the side. So now you're going to feel some stretch in that inner thigh. And depending on how tight I am, I might really be rotating my pelvis. So I'm going to try to even it out and put my hand on my back. And I can't get all the way, but I'm working on it, right? It's in my work. And I'm going to make sure that my knee is not locked out. If the knee's pushing back past full extension, if it's locked out, it's going to be harder for me to get my leg bone in my butt. So a little soft knee. I'm going to work through my foot. And then here's that pushback. A little forward, a little back. And I feel it in my hamstring. I feel it in my inner thigh. And a little bit of my tush. And a little press. And a little back. And you can play with that, again, as much as you want. Take your inhale on the back. When you push back, that's when your pelvic floor is naturally widening anyway. So you're just adding width to that. All right, I'm going to throw in a little rotation. So I'm going to bring my foot out to the side. You can't see the foot out to the side, but it's there. There it is. And I'm going to find a little press back. Ooh, it's different on this side. Big breath in, big breath out. Little press. Little back. And now I'm going to add the same arm as leg to reach out to the side. So we're going to rotate open, and we're going to thread the needle as we sit back. Oh, and reach. And rotate. And reach. And rotate. I'm going to spin around to the other side. So you got that leg out to the side. The further forward the foot, like if it was up here, that would increase the stretch for me. I'm not ready for it, so I'm going to take it back a little bit. And again, I'm going to try to find something even-ish. And a little press back. And a little forward. And a little press back. And a little forward. And then same arm as leg. I'm going to rotate up. And reach under. And try to sit back a little bit, maybe. Inhale. And exhale, reach. Let's do one more. And then pause and find an inhale here. Ooh, my feet too. So many things. And then you can come out of that. Maybe take a little child's pose. Big breath in, big breath out. All right. So play with those, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comments.